guys, welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here and being subbed. If you're not, hit the button, and if you're listening on YouTube, hit the like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into the Beautifully Honest reaction. I wanted to talk a little bit about this Kendrick Lamar, Lil Wayne thing. And for me, I just see it from the perspective of being a business owner. This isn't for me about who's better in rap, who deserves the opportunity more than the other, all that other stuff. For me, I could care less, because when it comes to the Super Bowl, you're not being paid to perform, but you definitely do benefit from the performance in terms of the streams going up. And in my personal opinion, I feel like one of the only real reasons that Birdman, who is no longer even affiliated with Lil Wayne, currently wants or wanted to see him be the one to be chosen is because it would benefit him financially in regards to the streams of any music that he still has the either control over or whatever financially benefits from to this day. But with all of that being said, I wanted to give my reaction to a video that was done by a content creator. Actually, my husband was watching his video breakdown, so I want to share it with you guys. And I'm going to put the full video link in the description box so that you can check it out. But before I get into it, Master P, he wrote an open letter saying, "Salute to Kendrick Lamar for performing at the halftime show at Super Bowl, whatever. Well deserved. He's one of the hottest music artists in the world and has one of the biggest songs right now. As ambassador of entertainment in the city of New Orleans, I have to agree with the fans that Lil Wayne should be a part of the celebration as well. He's one of the greatest hip hop artists alive, still relevant, and he's a New Orleans native. Let's not miss this cultural moment in the South. Life is too short. We have to give our legends their flowers while they are here. Hashtag God is good. Change starts with us at NFL, at Jay-Z, at Mayor Cantrell." I'm going to go ahead and share this video before I really say a whole lot more about that, because I don't think him being the ambassador of music for the city of New Orleans has anything to do with the Super Bowl's decision to choose Kendrick Lamar. So I'm going to share my screen here. Okay, so this video comes courtesy of the Professor Lex X Animation, Professor Lex Hip Hop X Animation YouTube channel. So subscribe to his channel. I am subscribed, and I will put the full video link in the description box. So let's just go ahead and get started with the commentary.
Now, before we even get into it, trigger warning. Okay, I was looking at social media yesterday, and this is a very touchy subject, and I understand that. So listen to me, hear me. If you are a member of any of these factions, if you are a Drake stan or a member of the OVHO Nation, leave the video now. If you are a Lil Wayne stan, leave the video now. Love Lil Wayne, but this may bother you, so leave the video now.
And I'm going to pause it right there. And that's the sad part about this, because these people who are these stans or fans or whatever, how much money are they being paid to stand for these people, so much so that you're going to get upset with somebody sharing commentary which may not be favorable to the person that you feel deserve the opportunity? It's crazy.
If you are a white belt level ninja and you know who you are, don't ask me in the comments what that means. You know what it means. And if you don't know what it means, it probably don't apply to you. So let it fly. But white belt level ninjas, leave the video now. Hit the like button before you leave. But please leave the video, as this video may not be good for your mental health. There's going to be a lot of factual information. There's going to be a lot of balanced thought process in discussing why Kendrick Lamar was the pick for the Super Bowl and why Lil Wayne probably was not really in consideration for the Super Bowl, even though it is going to be in his hometown of New Orleans. So for all my rational and mature-minded hip-hop fans out there, let's get into it. All right, all right. So of course, there's controversy surrounding Kendrick Lamar being the halftime performer at the Super Bowl. Why not? Because this is the year of people whining about losing battles and their favorite artists not being in the headlines and being treated better than they should, I guess.
I want to pause it for a moment, and his thumbnail's funny if you see if you see this facial expression of the NFL commissioner. But look at Kendrick Lamar. Look at Lil Wayne. Look at all these markings all over his face, his eyelids. I still don't understand the fascination with all of the tattoos. And I feel like that stuff is going to trend out, just like the big booty BBLs, which I never understood that either. But I'm just saying, you get all this ink all over your face, and then when you're what 65, what are you going to look like? It's just gross to me. It makes my skin crawl even seeing that the way it is now on him. But I just wanted to point that out because it's in my face right now, so I couldn't help it.
Yes, I don't even know what's going on, y'all, but we're going to get into some real business talk for a second. And I don't know if we forgot who the NFL is and things like that, but we're going to get into that talk as well. I will not be talking about Jay-Z. That'll be another video. The Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, Nicki Minaj, all that beef. That's not what we're talking about. We're going to talk about the NFL and why they choose the people that they choose for the halftime show. Sans Rock Nation. You know, Rock Nation helps them and is somebody that's advising with them in the partnership. But to think that Rock Nation has final say on who performs at the Super Bowl is a little bit short-sighted. We're going to get into why. So let's first look at the past artists that have performed at the Super Bowl, right, in the past 15, 20 years. Now, before we do that, I need you to hit that like button for me. If you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button for me. Trying to get to 10K subs.
Again, I have his video in the description box, so please do go and subscribe to his channel. Watch the full video and like it.
Appreciate that. Hit the notification bell. Also, hit that share button. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Comment below. Let me know your thoughts on the video. Now let's continue. Okay, we have Usher Raymond, who had a brand new residency performing show in Las Vegas. Of course, the Super Bowl was in the new Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, the home of the Las Vegas Raiders. We had Rihanna the year before that. Now, Rihanna at this point is a legacy. Actually, hasn't released music in a long time, but she has $1 billion clothing and makeup company, fashion company. Let's just put it that way. She brings in a demographic as far as the ladies go that the NFL is not necessarily super popular with. Okay, then the year before that, we have the Dr. Dre one, which everyone is highlighting because Kendrick performed at that one. You have Dr. Dre, Eminem, Snoop Dogg, and Mary J. Blige. All of these are 50 Cent, Anderson .Paak. All these are household names, okay? Many Grammys, again, world notoriety. All right. Before that, we have The Weeknd, Canadian. Again, if you go look at the numbers, the awards, the streaming numbers, world notoriety. Shakira, Jennifer Lopez, Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny is one of the most streamed artists, again, in the world. Okay. Shakira and Jennifer Lopez are legacy acts. Maroon 5 in Atlanta. They bring out Travis Scott, who was the biggest artist at the time, and Big Boy. Okay, bringing that Atlanta connection. All right, the year before that, Justin Timberlake. Okay, that was a miss.
And let me pause it for a moment. Now, you just heard him talk about in 2019 how Maroon 5 and then Travis Scott and then brought on Big Boy for the Atlanta connection. They just made the announcement. Do any of you remember when Maroon 5 was announced to be the performing artist for the Super Bowl, that these names were mentioned at the same time? Or did Maroon 5 bring them on after the fact? So the fact that there's all this hoopla right now about Lil Wayne, he deserves his flowers, he should be like, oh, yeah. Nothing has even happened yet. Does anyone think that Kendrick Lamar is not going to say, hey, I need you to roll through? But no, because it's a pissing contest and people feel like he deserves to be the headliner. That's what this is about. But I'm just saying, Kendrick Lamar is who is hot right now.
But then you got Lady Gaga, you got Coldplay, Beyonce, Bruno Mars, Katy Perry, Lenny Kravitz, Missy Elliott. All of these are humongous acts. You know, Lil Wayne is a big artist. Don't get me wrong. Lil Wayne is a legend in hip hop. Don't get me wrong. However, does Lil Wayne really fit in this list of artists from a style standpoint, from a marketability standpoint? You know, if you just look at this list here, the monthly listeners on Spotify list, right? You got The Weeknd, you got Bruno Mars. Now, the rumors is it was supposed to be Taylor Swift this year. We know Taylor Swift has a relationship with Kendrick. So did she step aside and say, you know, let Kendrick do it? He the hottest thing in music this year. Or did they just look at the numbers and see that Not Like Us took Taylor Swift's songs out of the number one spot on the charts and ran the whole summer? And it's still running. That's what they're looking at. They're looking at what the people are going to most want to see that will keep them fans of the NFL and supporting the NFL with their dollars.
And let's be clear, the Super Bowl halftime show. Hell, do you know how many years they were so upset about the nip slip with Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake? The bar is so much higher for a rapper than it is for a singer. And some people may say, oh, well, they had Snoop on, they had 50 Cent, they had Eminem, blah, blah, blah. But honestly, in the grand scheme of things, marketability, because shoot, we see Snoop on everything, even Skechers sneakers commercials, you know, at this point in time. What is Lil Wayne really marketing besides him being on with Skip Bayless now? You know, and even Skip Bayless is selling out to do that because that's to draw in a certain demographic for him.
Now, you have Kendrick at number 17. You can take this list all the way down to the top 40. Lil Wayne is not on this list at all. And that's no shot to Lil Wayne. We know Lil Wayne is a legend, but the NFL don't care about that. They just don't. They're going to go with the moment. They're going to go with the biggest artists in the moment, or it's going to have some kind of marketability to it. There has to be a reason for them to pick an artist that's not at the top of music and entertainment at the time. And honestly, New Orleans is not a huge market overall. So the NFL's wanting to cater to New Orleans in that fashion, besides just bringing money to the city by hosting the Super Bowl there, that's pretty much where that's going to end. I mean, we're talking about this like it's a music award show or something. You know, this is not a music thing or a hip hop thing. This is the National Football League that is very, very careful about upsetting certain demographics that account for a specific amount of the market share. And in layman's terms, that means people with money in their pockets that religiously spend that money with the NFL. They try to toe the line. They don't care about hip hop. They don't care about black culture. They don't care about any of that.
They don't care about any of it. None of it. It's all about money for them. This isn't about giving Lil Wayne his flowers while he's here and celebrating hip hop and the culture. It's not about any of that.
They don't. I don't know where we're getting this from. Just because they signed a deal with Rock Nation, so you all will be quiet about Colin Kaepernick and police brutality and the way they mishandled that situation. Shout out to the brother Tyreek Hill and what he had to put up with yesterday. That's the only reason they did this. All right? To keep the money flowing. Now, do I think Kendrick Lamar will bring Lil Wayne out if Lil Wayne is willing to come out? Yes. Was Lil Wayne ever going to be considered to be a headliner for the Super Bowl currently? I just don't think so. And he has a good relationship, as far as I know, with some NFL teams. I know he's a big Green Bay Packers fan and things like that. But Wayne has tattoos on his face. Look at the list. Let me show that list again. None of these artists have tattoos on their face or the hairstyle, the whole thing, right? And I understand he says rock star, this, that, and the third. Okay, the Red Hot Chili Peppers is down there. They, you know, they may have tattoos on their face. I don't know. I haven't seen them in a while. But it's about marketability and sellability.
And if the Red Hot Chili Peppers or Coldplay or whoever, people just be real. It may not be fair, it may not be right, but the bar and the standard is so much higher when it comes to the melanated over the non-pigmented. That's just the way it is.
The NFL is a very safe company, as most big companies are. Lil Wayne is just doesn't fit in the demographic of what they're doing. Okay, when you look at Kendrick Lamar, let's just start with the accolades. Kendrick Lamar has a Pulitzer Prize.
I grew up always on the bigger side as a kid. I was always slightly thicker.
All right, that takes him outside of the realm. That crosses him over to a different realm of marketability in business because of the level and the direction of his artistry. He's put in a different category when people are looking at him from a marketability standpoint. And that's what the NFL halftime show is about. Okay? If you look at the Grammy Awards, the VMAs, there's a reason he has those awards. It's because the content of his artistry. Period. Okay? It can be respected. What Lil Wayne does, what Drake does, what Nicki Minaj does from an artistry standpoint is not really respected at the corporate level. It can make some money, don't get me wrong, but from a global standpoint, it's not really respected. And this shows that. Yes, they can be a part of an ensemble cast. And I'm sure that Kendrick and them are going to bring out a few New Orleans artists. Or that was the plan before they start whining. Now, who knows what that's going to look like.
Exactly. Because that's what I just said. It was like all these people making all this noise right now. How do you know that he wasn't going to extend that opportunity for him to come out there? And who's to say that Lil Wayne would accept it? Because if his ego is so big, he may not feel like, you know what, even though I've been in this industry longer than this dude, I'm going to respect it. I'm going to pop out in my city and show the Super Bowl audience how it's really done. Or to say, who am I? I'm not playing second fiddle to this dude. Like, no, I'm not coming out there. It's me as the headliner or nothing. So who's to say he would even want to accept it? You know, it was offered to who was offered to for the reasons that people don't really want to accept. And that's just the way it is because this is a business and it's a big business.
But it would not have surprised me if Drake was probably the artist they were thinking about for this year's Super Bowl with his relationship with Wayne and with Cash Money out of New Orleans. It would have been the perfect show, right? But what did he do? He got into a battle with Kendrick Lamar and he messed up his marketability by the things that were alleged and revealed in that battle, which makes this sting probably a lot more. All right. But this is what PG Lang does. This is what that business does, is it makes these kind of connections to promote artistry. And, you know, the people at the NFL know Kendrick already because he performed with Dr. Dre. So that relationship is already there. So it's easy for them to say yes to Kendrick. He has the #1 song in the world. It's a battle rap song that talks about and other things. And they're playing it at political conventions and everywhere else in the world.
Like, did you all see at Kamala's rally? Yeah, the rally that she had in Atlanta, and they were playing Not Like Us. Did you see all the white guys? Did you see all the white guys and the white chicks in the audience? They not like us. They not like us. Like, listen, say what you will about the song and say what you will about who he was speaking about. I mean, we know he's talking about Jake, but it's actually bigger than that. So, yeah, there's no denying that. It would have made more sense for them to extend it to Kendrick over Drake.
And that's because Kendrick Lamar's respect as an artist is very high and crosses the boundaries, outside the boundaries of hip hop. You know, somebody who's truly taking hip hop to other levels that it hasn't been before, just through the art. So I understand the people from New Orleans, you know, being salty, but you all forgot what the NFL was, I guess. I mean, you've had the Super Bowl there quite a few times. So y'all really know what it is.
And listen, the thing about it when it comes to those diehards in New Orleans, in the areas that probably can't even afford to go and see the Super Bowl live. And I'm not saying anything negative about them, but what I'm saying is that those higher ups and execs at the NFL are not thinking about them. They're not thinking about the culture. They're not thinking about cash money records. They're not even thinking about Master P. I mean, let's be clear. They're not thinking about legacy. They're not thinking about who laid the groundwork down for who or what or whatever. They're not. So I just wanted to share that video and I want to know what you guys think about what he had to say. Let me know your thoughts on the Super Bowl choosing Kendrick Lamar over Lil Wayne. And do you think they made a mistake? Do you think that Kendrick would offer Lil Wayne the opportunity to come and perform? And even if he did offer it, do you think Lil Wayne would accept it? I want to know what you guys think. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys. Thanks for being here, liking, and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.